Hi everyone! Hello everyone! So in celebration of the most festive time of the year, the Cup Coffee Republic brings you Brewing Live Season 4. So Brewing Live is a community service of the Cup Coffee Republic, and we are now on our fourth month of serving the digital space. Our heart is to fill your digital cup with great stuff that matters and ignite your space with opportunities for impact, income, and influence so that you can experience transformation in different areas of your life through the platform of life coaching, especially during this joyful season. The Cup Coffee Republic is a coaching hub and the home of certified life coaches, where inspiration begins and transformation happens through the platform of life coaching. Our physical space is located inside Pioneer Street along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton, and United Streets, Capitolio, Pasig City. So it's just in front of Bayanihan, if you are familiar with Bayanihan, beside Unilab. Our hub is open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily for dine-in, pick-up, and delivery for your premium drinks and nutritious food. Plant-based is also available to keep you fit and healthy, especially during this time of pandemic. And because of our season this December, so we are offering um, a limited edition for Bibingka Vera. So come visit us at DCAP and enjoy your food there with the people whom you can talk with meaningful conversations. And also for coaching services, we do offer coaching services on demand 24 by 7. Just connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 anytime of the day, any day of the week. Oops, sorry. Yeah, medyo nagmamadali ang aking slides. Ayan, excited siya. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. We are really live. So please do tag a friend in the comment below and share this link to your FB timeline, your respective groups or pages so that we can reach more people and help transform lives. And Decaf Brewing Live is also in partnership with Coach A Coaching Club. Yay, that is the premier club for coaches and entrepreneurs. Our mission as club members is to create massive impact by turning our talents into income and influencing the people in our chosen domain and territory through the platform of life coaching. Our club will open for batch 3. So currently we batch 2 classes is ongoing and we're part of batch 1, and the third batch will open this coming January 2021, and we invite you to join us. So if you are an entrepreneur or if you want to become an entrepreneur, if you are a life coach and you want to improve your coaching business, so if you want to become a life coach and you see yourself like thriving as an entrepreneur, join our club. This will help you a lot in your journey as an entrepreneur and as a coach. So please do connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to know more about how you can be part of Coach A Coaching Club and benefit from this learning opportunity with Master Coach A. So I can assure you that like the investment that you have will be the best investment that you can have for yourself. So for today's episode, I will share with you Christmas, the story of healing and restoration. Okay, so as we begin, also I would like to invite you to intentionally learn from this episode and earn wisdom and strategies and techniques as you give generously to the advancement of life coaching and support fellow change agents in practice of the profession. So for your love gift, you may click the link that is written in the caption of this FB Live. So giving is an opportunity to be blessed and to be a channel of God's blessing. So I'm inviting you to say yes. Yeah, say yes to the privilege of giving, honor to whom honor is due. And thank you so much for your generous heart. Thank you. for allowing yourselves to be a channel of blessing to other people. Okay, so I am Coach Mao. I am a professional certified life coach. I got certified under the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. It is also a bona fide institute for mental health based in Dallas, Texas, USA. I am also a certified life coach for mental health. We just had our beta launch for the mental health class last December 5, 6, and 12. Also, as a life coach, I help business leaders and HR professionals to fail-proof business success by creating coaching of culture in the workplace so that employees will be highly productive and engaged at work. I am also an HR practitioner and an entrepreneur. I am one of the directors of the Cup Coffee Republic. It is the home of certified life coaches that offers coaching services on demand 24 by 7. Okay, so for today, I want you to be intentional and get your hashtag pack my bag moment for this talk. So what is hashtag pack my bag moment? So these are the moments of enlightenment or your aha moments for the whole talk. So get your hashtag pack my bag moment, share it to your timeline so that other people will be blessed as well. And please include Decap Brewing Live so that we will know where you have got it. All right. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, so what is your Christmas story? So whenever you hear Christmas or Christmas is coming, what is the picture that you are seeing? Or what is the story, vivid story that um, you have experienced or that you have in mind that every time na Christmas, you can relive it. So it may be like some of you will have like very happy memories about Christmas, and other people may not have that happy moment about Christmas. But what is your Christmas story and what is the picture of Christmas to you? So today I will be sharing with you a story of one of the characters in the Bible. So he is Joseph, Joseph the dreamer. Um, if you want to read on his whole story in Genesis, in the book of Genesis, in the Bible, you can find it in Genesis 37, 1 to 36, and 39 to 45. So I will not, I will just give you like a short story, a background about Joseph, and what are the lessons that we can learn from his life, and how can we connect it during this Christmas season. Okay, so Joseph, the name of Joseph means God adds. It's nice, no? Ang ganda nung name. And the names that we have, it really signifies meaning and it really speaks of um, direction and purpose. Yan, kaya very, very important ang name. So his name, these are some facts about Joseph. And his name means God adds. He is the 11th son of Jacob and elder of the two sons of Rachel. So he is the 11th son and he is the highly or most favored or highly favored son among the 12. But because he Jacob got him or he became a son during the time na nasa old age na. So he is really favored, and his brothers are envious of him because he is favorite of his father. So through the passages or through the scripture about or through the stories in the Bible about Joseph, we can divide his life into five phases. So yung first is he is the beloved son of Jacob. Yeah, as I've said, so he is the most favorite son of Jacob, and he was given a cloak, a special cloak for him, a special coat for him. And next is Joseph at Potiphar's house. So first is, diba, he is the beloved son of Jacob, and his brothers got envious of him. So what his brothers did is he was sold to slavery. So di ano, 'di ba nilaglag siya sa hukay, binenta siya bilang slave. And in Egypt, Joseph was a slave to Pharaoh. And the Pharaoh's name is um Potiphar. Ayan. So yun yung second part. So Joseph at the Potiphar's house. So he became the second in command in Pharaoh's house. And the Pharaoh's wife lured him. Yun yung talagang lured din, no? Inakit si Joseph. But Joseph, with all his integrity, said no to the wife. So after that, after being rejected, the wife of the Pharaoh accused him that he wants to lie with the wife. So what the Pharaoh did is he was thrown in the prison. So that is the third phase of his life. So yung prison life niya. And but even during his darkest time, that is the good thing about in his life. When it says that even during his darkest times in the prison, 'di ba? Parang wala namang happy life in the prison cell, 'di ba? The God is still with Joseph. So even at our darkest time, that is one of the things that we can be sure of, that God is with us. God is with you even your darkest time. And the next one is, so eventually in the prison cell, he met the cupbearer and another one. I forgot the other one. So dun siya nag-interpret ng dream. So yun yung sabi niya sa cupbearer na, remember me, na kapag paglabas mo dito, remember me, na nakakapag-alala siya, ay na nakakapag-interpret siya or para matulungan siyang makalabas dun sa prison. So after 2 years, tsaka pa lang siya nakalabas. And the Pharaoh of Egypt gave him favor, and he was put in a position to help his family. So as in, next to Pharaoh, siya yung naging pinaka-powerful. And then yung last part is the unusual family reunion, because during that time there is a famine, 7 years of famine, and he's already in the position, and that is the time that he got reunited with his family. So what are the things that we can learn from Joseph? So first one is, the path to your dream may be different from how you thought it would. In Joseph's life, he was given a dream when he was young, and that was the dream that he told his brothers, that it is about the sun and the moon and the stars, and yung rice sheaves that it will bow down. So that is also the reason why his brothers got envious to him, and that is the reason why he got sold. So, kasi feeling nila ang yamang-yamang naman tong batang to, di ba? So, ibig sabihin ba lahat kami magbabow down sa'yo and all. So, that was the dream. So, just imagine you were given a dream and you thought that things will happen according to your way, but it happens differently. So, parang ganito siya. Ito yung plan mo. Straight lang, di ba? So, when you got the dream, when you received the dream, or when you have that desire to achieve something, you have that desire to achieve your goal, and your plan is to just go straight. But in reality, it's not. And who, diba, parang who can say that when you have that, you will have disappointments. Ba? So, imagine mo yung reality, tapos babagsak mo siya, tapos ito, iba na magagawin, tapos maulan, tapos maaraw, di ba? May tinik-tinik, ganyan sa daan and all. And that is the reality. because the journey that we have is all unique, and the journey that we have is different. The journey that we have to success is different from what we have imagined. I personally can relate to that because I thought before that okay, ito yung path that I'll go on how to achieve my dream. But in reality, it's not. Hindi pala siya madali. It's not a pie in the sky, diba? It's not as easy as I thought it would be, but it's worth the fight. So disappointments will come, humps and bumps will come. But the question is, how are you going to respond to your disappointments? How are you going to respond to the challenges that you are encountering along the way? Yes, it's not a straight line. Yes, it's not the reality is not the same as what you have thought it would be, but how will you respond when you have already experienced disappointments, when your expectations is far from reality, when what you have thought that will be comfortable is full of discomfort and stretching, then how you will respond to it. Because how you will respond will shape you and your character. It will shape you on how, as you go to the path that you want to go. A question is, do you know where you are going? Is your vision clear to you? Because your vision, as it gives clarity to you, it will also give direction towards where you will go. And next is, do you know why you do what you do? Because when things gets hard, as you remember your why you do that, why are you doing the things that you do, it will give you courage and power to move forward towards the goal and the purpose that you have. So same thing with Joseph. Just imagine he was sold by his brothers. Diba yung relationship niya with his family is not good because his own brothers sold him. And what his brothers did, pinalabas nila na patay na siya. So pinalabas nila na patay na siya. Pinalabas nila sa tatay niya, so kay Jacob, na patay na siya. And he got falsely accused with something that he didn't do. He got imprisoned for how many years? And yung person na akala niya makakatulong sa kanya, yung cupbearer, nung, nung lumabas, hindi siya naalala. So when those things happen to you, you might have your own version of disappointment, and you have your own version of those things. But when those things happened, he remained faithful, and he stand firm towards his purpose. He stand firm because he knows what his purpose. I mean, he knows that he has a purpose, and he knows that what he's doing, diba? It has for something else, and the character that he has nag-strengthen all throughout the journey. So next is second lesson is understand where your hope is anchored. So yeah, hope is seeing light in spite of being surrounded by darkness. And I believe Master Coach has been discuss her episode with Brewing Live is about hope. So if you want to know more about it, you can watch the replay of Master Coach Hasmin's episode about hope. So hope is seeing light in spite of being surrounded by darkness. It is the light that helps us to move forward one step at a time. Question is, where is your hope anchored? Because where your hope is anchored, um, it will also identify on how firm it will be. So How will you respond when your hopes are not met, rather? How will you respond when your hopes are not met? So, di ba, yun nga, going back to Joseph, lahat na lang parang, and obviously Joseph is praying, and he's praying to God. He has a relationship with God, and when and that is the ano pa parang the cupbearer, yun yung parang nakikita niyang light na okay, makakalabas ako, but it didn't happen. But instead of losing hope, instead of having pity party inside the prison, he continued to be faithful. He continued to be faithful to God, to the God that he serves. And how many of us, how many of us are like that? Or how many of us, oh, 'di ba parang paa, parang ikaw or tayo, 'di ba? How do we respond when those things happen? So most of us respond na kapag nagkagipitan na, iwanan na, 'di ba? Ganyan and all. How do we respond? Do we remain faithful to the God that we serve? Do we remain faithful to the purpose that we hold? Do we remain faithful to the dream that we have? Do we remain faithful to the purpose that we have? Or we just throw the towel when things seem to be tough for us? So, where is our hope anchored? Where is our hope anchored? Is it is it anchored in our own strength? Is it anchored in other people's strength? Or is it anchored to someone who is firm? Is it anchored to our spirituality? And it depends on you. Right? All of us has different anchor on where, different anchor for the hope that we have. So hope brings us the power to move forward. It gives us the light that is enough for us to move forward towards the path that we are going through. Okay, and then number three is God is a God who heals and restores. This is the greatest part of Joseph's life. God's promises and plans are irrevocable. So remember, in Joseph's story, he got God gave him a dream when he was young, when he was still a boy, diba? That about yung rice sheaves bowing down, and the sun and the stars, diba? Yun yung nagbabow down. And God gave that when he was young. And a lot of things had happened, but it remained the same. Because during the pandemic talaga sabi ko, during the pandemic din naman, hindi pala siya pandemic, famine season in Egypt, that happened. He met his family, he met his brothers, he met his father, and the promise of God remained the same. He became the second highest authority in Egypt during that time. And that is the same for you, for all of us. God's promise and plans for us are irrevocable. Regardless how many times we run, how long we run, or we think we are running, di naman tayo nakakaalis talaga. Kala lang natin takbo tayo ng takbo. Kala natin nakakalayo tayo, kala natin nakakatakbo tayo, pero hindi naman talaga. Because God's promises and plans are irrevocable. He is sovereign. And wherever you go and whatever happened to you, regardless how painful it is, how whether it's up or down or whatever happened, and you think na hindi ka na qualified, perhaps this is the message for you. God's promises and plans are irrevocable. So the desire, the dream that God has for you is still the same. Okay. Because your greatest pain can become the greatest blessing for others. Most of the time we think that the pain that we are going through, the things that we have going through, when we mess up, when we made a mistake, most of the time we think that those things will not qualify us because yeah, mess up and all those things. But yeah, God is telling you that it's not you who qualifies yourself for the calling, but it is God who have given the calling. And He is the one who is qualifying you for you to do the calling that He has called you to do. And the greatest pain that you are experiencing, you have experienced, can be the greatest blessing for others. Question is, how are you responding right now? Because how are you responding right now will speak of the future that you will have. And the length, or ganun eh, kung gaano katagal dun sa season ng pagtakbo. Kasi hindi ka naman mapipigilan ni God na tumakbo. Pip, paano ba? Hindi ka niya pipilitin na hindi tumakbo. Because that is, but God is a very, He honors our decision as well. Hindi naman robotic si God na, oh, gawin mo to, gawin mo to, gawin mo to, gawin mo to. Hindi. But we also have our decision. But since we also have our original design, then we know that we will not be fulfilled when we are not doing the design that we have. So what is the pain, or what is the message that you have right now? And what are you doing with that message? Are you sharing it for other people to learn from it so that it will be a blessing for others? Or are you hiding it because you're still shy and afraid of what other people think of you when they heard of your story? Yeah, your story is important and your story is unique. And on the other end of the world, diba, or someone is waiting for your story to be heard, and it will be the greatest blessing. It might be the push that they are waiting for them to be out of their situation as well. And third is healing and restoration begins in forgiveness. And that is the beauty of the story of Joseph. When you look at his story, healing and restoration with his relationship with his family begins as he forgives them, as he released forgiveness to his brothers, as he released forgiveness to his family. Then healing and restoration begins. And apart from forgiveness, we cannot heal. Sabi nga ni Master Coach, you cannot heal apart from forgiveness. Forgiveness is the beginning of healing. Forgiveness not only other people, or forgiving not only other people, but forgiving ourselves for not being perfect as well. Yes, and no one is perfect. It's forgiving ourselves. Diba? Parang forgiving ourselves and being kind to ourselves and accepting ourselves for who we are. Then healing begins. Healing begins on that. So, what is the area of your life right now that needs healing and restoration? What is one area of your life right now that you are crying out to God for healing? And what is one action that you can do so that you can start getting the healing that you are praying for? And this is what Joseph said when when he released forgiveness to his family and when they reconciled and when their relationship got restored, he said that you intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. And that is the same message that God has for you, God has for us, that whatever is intended for evil or for bad, He can turn it for good. And it is to accomplish greater thing, and that is to save many lives. But what are we doing to the story that we have? Are we sharing it? Are we showing up? Regardless of the story that we have, it can be a powerful weapon and it can bring life to other people as well. And what is the relationship of that with Christmas? Sabi sa Isaiah 9:6 says, "Therefore unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." Ayun, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Because Christmas is not just a festive season. Christmas, but we have Christmas because we are celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. And the birth of Jesus Christ is a symbol of hope and a symbol of the fulfillment of God's promise for restoration. So Isaiah is the Old Testament, and um, Jesus' birth is in the New Testament. So years past, it is the fulfillment of God's promise that someone will come, a savior will come, and through Jesus, our relationship with God will be restored. So that is the greatest proof of God's promise for healing and restoration. It is a symbol of restoration. It is a symbol of healing. Whatever it is that we had in the past, or what we have, or in our mind, what the picture of Christmas that we had, God can redeem it. Because when Jesus came, his promise of restoration is for us. So, what is the area? Yeah. Are there areas of your life right now that needs healing and restoration? So, what are those things? Because it starts with the acknowledgement that we need help in certain areas of life. And the good thing is, it's not it's not only about being spiritual, because being hyper spiritual is different. I mean, having false hope is different from really having that genuine hope and asking for help. Because God also is a practical God, and He gives help. He gives help through the form of people around us. But are we asking for help? And the good thing about it is we are not alone in the journey. In whatever situation we are in, we know and we can be secured that there is healing and restoration in whatever area of our life because Jesus is born. So, there. Okay, so if you want to know, if you want to talk more about healing and restoration. So let's talk. You may connect with me at 0917-903-8155 or email me at coachmaumesica@gmail.com. You can also message me to my personal FB account. That's Maureen Mestica, or in my FB page, so that Coach Mau. And or you can join my community. So if you're a business leader or if you are an HR practitioner, you can join my community. So that's Fail Proof Your Business Success. for HR practitioners and business leaders. Okay, so as we end, and in behalf of Decaf Coffee Republic and Coach A Coaching Club, we want to thank you all for being part of this journey. So we are already on season 4, and it's been a wonderful journey, sharing with you great stuff that matters, and filling up our digital space with things that really matters. You can watch the replay of all episodes from season 1 to 3 inside FB page of Decap Coffee Republic and Life Coach Philippines. And you can also check on Coach AI Connect YouTube channel for high definition of episodes. So remember to subscribe to the channel so that you can get alerts when new video becomes available. So I would also like to invite you to our home, Decaf Coffee Republic, our coaching hub. It's in front of Bayanihan. So let's talk, let's connect, and let's journey together in knowing and pursuing the purpose that God has for us. So tomorrow, our episode is The Star, Courage at the First Christmas by Coach Lynn. So be sure to join us back at 12 noon. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Share your Pack My Bag moments and share this to your timeline. Thank you so much, guys. Love, boom, boom.